Welcome back, everyone, to more Global War 1936. This is Operation Lone Ranger. Kaiser Khan coming at you here, and today we are going to do Italy turn number 10. And also, I will also try to knock out the USA's turn today as well, so that way we can get on to turn 11. All right, let's start with Italy here. Now, one thing that we will get to do this turn is to claim Iraq, because the rule states that if an Axis member state has control of a neighboring territory next to Iraq, then you get to take over their territories and we'll get to take over Iraq's units. So I don't have any Iraq unit sculpts or anything, so we'll basically just take some Italian units and place them there where they're supposed to go. So we'll have to consult the reference sheet for that. But first, let's get into some tech rolls. So we've been struggling here trying to get long-range aircraft. We're at stage 2, so let's keep rolling for that. And we need an 8 or higher. See what we get. Oh, we get a 9. All right, we move up to stage 3. Okay. All right, for purchases, we have 15 to spend. I think for sure we're going to get 2 mountain infantry. They'll come in handy in at least one of them. We can place one of them in Africa, there in Eritrea. That'll come in handy because there is some mountain terrain there, and that'll be good for defense. Excuse me. Let's see, what else do we want? Yeah, let's go ahead and get the 2 mountain infantry. That'll leave us with 7 to spend. And let's see. Mountain. Let's see, we have an airborne up there in northern Italy that we placed last turn. Let's go for a regular infantry and a colonial infantry. And that'll be our 7. Get a marker. Okay, combat moves. So I'm going to read the rule book and see if we can still take Iraq if we combat move into Transjordan. Because I'm not sure if we have to be... I'm not sure if units have to be stationary and not allowed to move, or if they just have to end up in a territory that borders Iraq. So I'm going to look into that. We still haven't taken Cyprus or Malta, so I think we're going to try for Cyprus again. Let's see, what do we have here? We have these 2 transports in M9. I think what we will do is come over and pick up, we'll use these transports to come over into M7 and pick up some infantry and some artillery that's here in Thessaly, and they will come over into Cyprus. And just to make sure that nothing goes haywire, We'll bring out 1, 2, 3. Oh man, we don't have enough movement range for our planes to support the attack. That sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's... Even if we used our planes, they could fly into Syria, but that cost 5 movement range, and we don't have an airfield there in Crete, so that's not going to work. I'm going to get rid of this unit card and put these units here on the board. We're also going to move this infantry up into northern Algeria. Take that for free. And that's worth 1 IPP. Alrighty. So Free France will go down 1. He's down to 2. Italy goes up to 16. You know, I forgot something. We gotta account for this convoy rating line here. So that means that we won't be able to buy the colonial infantry. Instead, we'll just go with the regular infantry. That'll be 6 instead of 7. Oh, this goes over here. Let's see. I think that's all the combat moves that we want to do. We could try going into Western Egypt. Yeah. Let's attempt an attack into Western Egypt. And this is going to be desert, so... One, 2, we can use our planes in this attack, which I think we're gonna do because all of our infantry is going to be attacking at a 1. Now he does have an air base in Lower Egypt, but I don't know if his medium bomber can scramble. I think only fighters, maybe tactical bombers can scramble. So he's going to have to sit put. All right, let's do some rolling here. We have both of these planes have a movement range of 4, and they're going to have 2 left, leaving out of Crete. 1, 2, and then we'll probably place them either in Tobruk or Cyrenaica after the battle is over. All right, tactical bomber at a 7. That's a hit. That's also a target select. Not that it really matters. They only have 1 unit. And then he has a defense at a 4. Whoa. He has a defense at a 4. And he misses with a 6. All right, so we take over Western Egypt. Let's see, takes Western Egypt, and that's worth 1. So Italy goes up to 17, and Britain goes down to 25. Oh, okay. Colonial infantry, 2 regular infantry, and a motorized. The planes will come into Tobruk. All right. Now we also have this fleet submarine. He is going to come up 1, 2 and try and raid here in A44. So Italy gets a bonus of 2, and the British get a bonus of, I think, 1 because of radar. Yeah, they get a bonus of 1 because of radar. All right. Oh, well, we don't do any damage. 7 to 6. So that's unfortunate. All right. Let's try for Cyprus now. So we do have some supporting bombard ships here. We have a battleship and 2 heavy cruisers. I don't think we can count the Vichy. I don't think he can participate because it's not Vichy's turn. So, but the battleship is at a 4. Oh, just missed it. The 2 heavy cruisers are at a 2. And no hits there. Man, not much luck with the shore bombardment. Let's see. So we have the 2 infantry that are amphib assaulting, and they are assaulting in the mountains, and the artillery does not get to participate in the first round. So the 2 infantry will be at a 1. Oh, and we get a 1. All right. Okay, and he gets a 4. Now, if he hits here, then we suffer double casualties. Oh, and he just misses. All right. So finally, we take over Cyprus. And let's get a roundel for that. Now, Cyprus does have an airfield. We go up 1 to 18, and Britain comes down to 24. All right, let's look up. I think all of our combat moves are done for now. Oh, wait, let's bring this guy out on map. And he's going to convoy raid that line there. So, the seaplane will be on map. I think from a seaplane base, he has a range of 2. Let me confirm that, though. Let's see. I think it's probably going to be in the section for combat movement. Yeah, seaplanes have a map range of 2. Actually, it's a 3 if they start from a seaplane base. So, but I think they only get a +1 to their die roll, if I remember right. Let me see. It might be over here. Yeah. Yeah, +1 coastal submarine or aircraft. So yeah, seaplane only gets +1, and Britain's going to get +1. So it'll be an even roll here. So let's see what we get. Oh, fail again. Nothing. All right, so the seaplane will go back to Rome. Take him off map. We also have these coastal subs that are here. Let's bring them back into I-4 and try to raid. Try to see if we can hit any of these lines here. It's really the same thing. It's a 1-to-1 for the roll here. So whatever the face value is what we subtract. That's a fail for Italy, 4-to-1. The next coastal sub, and that's a success there. And we do max damage. So we do 1 on each line. So 1 on this line and then another 1 on that line. All right, so finally we get some hits on some convoys. And then let's look up the rule for Iraq. I'm trying to remember where. Trying to remember where it would be. It might be towards the beginning of the rule book. Yeah, here it is. Iraq. If at the beginning of the German-Italian production phase there is a German or Italian land unit in a land unit zone adjacent to Iraq, Iraq aligns with the corresponding Axis nation. All right, so, and that's at the beginning of the production phase, so we already should get that into our control. So let's get some Italian roundels out, and Iraq will align with us, and that's worth 2 IPP, so that puts us up to 20. And then I think we get their units as well, so we need to look up the setup chart and see what Iraq starts with. It's going to be, looks like 1 infantry in northern Iraq and 1 militia in southern Iraq. So 1 infantry and 1 militia. So the militia goes into southern Iraq and the regular infantry goes into northern Iraq. All right. And I believe we get a bonus for that. Well, it's under the Germans, so I don't know. There's northern Iraq right there, +2, but it's not in German control, so. It's not in German control. It also doesn't say anything about being able to move and then, well, I guess we got it at the beginning of the production phase, so we can still move down into Transjordan and take that in the combat phase, I would assume. So get another roundel. That's worth 1, so that'll put Italy up to 21. And Britain will go down to 23. Okay. I guess for the Axis, it's better for Germany to take Iraq because they get an added bonus of +2 to their income at the end of the term, but Italy doesn't get that. So, unless if the rule states that as long as it's an Axis nation that has control of it, they get the extra bonus. Let's look at Germany's reference sheet here and see. Possession of the following, northern Iraq. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say as long as it's Axis. It doesn't really specify. Huh. Yeah, it doesn't specify. I guess we'll play. Here's what we'll do. We'll play with the rule that it has to be Germany that owns it for them to get the IPP. So because Italy owns it now, Germany isn't going to get any benefit from it. Okay. I think that is all for combat moves. Let's do some non-combat movement now. This cavalry in British Somaliland will come over 1 into Abyssinia. The colonial infantry that's in British Somaliland will come over 1 into Italian Somaliland, and then this infantry that's in British Somaliland will come over 1 into Abyssinia. Both of these units, this tank will come down to Peloponnese along with this regular infantry. thinking about putting the fleet into port there in Syria. Just so the British don't get any ideas. Yeah. We're going to put the fleet into port. Now, of course, this doesn't count the Vichy units because we can't move those. So for now, these guys are still out to sea in M9. And let's get an import marker. Put that there. And I think that's going to do it for Italy. Let's place some units. So 1 mountain infantry will go into Eritrea. And then the rest of these guys will have to go into northern Italy. Oh yeah, we got that airborne there. Do we want to move him? I think we might want to move him. Let's fly him down. Huh. One, two, three. Let's fly him down to Sardinia. Yeah, just in case if we might want to do something in Gibraltar at some point. Yeah, let's go for that. All right, let's collect some income. We don't get any bonus for any of this. We have to have Gibraltar, the Suez, and the Mediterranean Sea has to be free of any Allied ships, which they're not. They've got their fleet there in the East Med Sea. So we just collect 21, and that'll be it. All right, that's it for the Italians. Next up will be the KMT in the United States, turn 10 for them. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.